your girl Karaleise. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? In this video, I'm going to share with you an excerpt from a discussion we had at the Back Office Club with our Back Office Club members, where we're learning about a particular project that we're working on together over there. We are building a task management app. And so this was a discussion we had, and I thought this would be very helpful for you to see what we're doing over there and also learn a little bit about how we work in the real world of work as a business analyst. So go ahead and check out this video, and I'll see you at the end. All right, welcome to our BA Connect session. So we are continuing on the project we started last month, where we're working on how to build a software application for a task manager system. So you can go to Confluence, and you can see projects, and it's the number one project. So project 1 is where we're starting. Then you can go to the BA Connect channel in Slack, and there we have the details. It's the first post I made that has the details about the project. So I'll read this again. It says, Done.com wants to build a new task management app called Done To-Do List. So you are basically the business analyst, and you need to help them get this project developed. That's all they tell you. They want to create a to-do list, identify the stakeholders, conduct the live interviews, present the system walkthrough to the team, which is your development team, break down the features for everything you decide to do for Done.com in this to-do list, break down those features into user stories at the right level of detail, get stories to the definition of ready, and conduct the sprint planning, and also demo the increment at the end of the sprint. Now, this case study was given to someone going up for a business analyst job, right? And so we had worked through this. There's a great example of how to take a project from vague ambiguity, where you're not even sure what they're asking you to do, all the way down to the details, where you actually have an increment that you can explain and a demo that you can demo what you're planning on building. So in our last session, we talked about understanding the feature, and we had done some work in Miro. And in that Miro board, we had come up with who are our stakeholders, basically. So we talked about the features that we think this application could have for the to-do list. And we had also identified who could be the stakeholders. The majority of our stakeholders are going to be women, because for whatever reason, we always have a list of things to do, right? We always have to-do list. We also identified like entrepreneurs or running a small business, busy people, corporate people would be the most likely people to use a to-do list, because other people might just be doing it, haphazard without having a list. But women, especially single mothers who have a lot of things to do, would probably need to use a to-do list. People in a corporate setting who have a lot of work to get accomplished would probably use a to-do list, and so also would be like entrepreneurs. So even though our to-do list can be used by anybody in the world, you can't really build for everybody, right? You kind of have to determine who is your ideal customer so that you can build for those ideal customers. And if you make it a delight to the ideal customer, then you could also find that the regular user might enjoy it as well. So you can't build for everybody all at once. So you try to always build for the subset of people who you know are going to be your most likely users, right? So that's how we do it. So we had a Miro board, and in that Miro board, we had put some sticky notes as we had done our brainstorming and discussion around how we're going to approach this. And it's a great way to do business analysis. You don't want to start off by writing documentation because you don't know what you're writing yet, right? You're just coming up with what it is that you're trying to do. So if you start formalizing a document, you're just going to get bogged down, and you're not going to be actually able to like clear your brain and just think about stuff if you're too busy trying to get it right and trying to write it down perfectly. So we like to use tools like Miro that we can just be free to ideate and put ideas down without being constrained to the formalities of a document. Like you have a title, you have table of contents, you have all of these formalities, which you're not there yet, right? You're just trying to figure out what even do you need to think about. So using a tool like Miro, we found to be very, very helpful, because you don't have to be worried about all the formalities that you have in a Word document or a PowerPoint presentation. It's just white pages, free form, sticky notes, and that's it. And if you're physically in the same space with the team, you don't even have to use Miro board. You just get a whiteboard, and mark it up and stuff like that. We used to have in one of my prior jobs, we had a whole conference room. It was a huge room, and they painted the wall in whiteboard paint so you can mark on it. And we would go up there and mark on it and draw stuff and ideate and come up with ideas, and then we rub it out and try something else. But it was so freeing. I really loved that room because it was just a space where all ideas are valid and nobody was judging your ideas. And we even put our laptops away. We didn't even want to see a laptop. It was just like, let's get in here. Let's look at this problem. Somebody goes up on the board, think about this thing, and then we start throwing ideas. And if it works out, we put it into a one section or a mark with a like a green check mark. That was just so freeing. It was innovative. It was cool. I like that. I like when you work with companies where you can get into the, like, everybody's willing to take a chance on somebody else's idea. Sometimes you get into companies and they have these rigid rules. You have to do this and do that. I do not thrive under those conditions. I like to know that if something doesn't work, we can throw it away and come up with something better. So that's good. So that's the beauty of being a BA, is that you often have opportunities like that where you're coming up with new features, you're coming up with new behaviors, new processes, and you really want it to be successful. So you have to get the collaboration with other people. And I really like those kind of sessions. So, I enjoy those. Okay, so that was the video. There's much more. We went into Miro. We came up with requirements. We discussed a lot of things to do with how we're going to build out this app. So we had a great time, but this is an ongoing project we're still working on. So if you want to see more, be sure to check out the backofficeclub.org and consider becoming a member. And let's work together on this. All right, it's going to be exciting. Okay, hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.